My name is Emil. I'm a digital strategist and I answer marketing questions. Today is episode 26, tracking email sales to Google Ads. I love this question. So, how do you track conversions from email marketing in Google Ads? This is a question from Reddit from Excellent 7002. He has somebody land on his page, get to the cart, they abandon, but a cart abandoned email is issued out. But they may open it on their desktop or in another browser. How do you track that sale back to Google Ads? I love this question, and I've been solving this for a while now with a really unique way, deploying an offline conversion tactic that is in service business, a live or die rule, back to e-com. So what I'm going to cover in this video is how I improve email tracking for Google Ads overall, what steps are needed to execute against this, and then another tool you want to run in parallel to really help. But first, every Sunday, I send out one email that recaps all the marketing questions I answered that week. If you want to stay up to date on best practices, strategies, and become an overall stronger marketer, I think you would really enjoy this recap. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe to the newsletter and my YouTube channel. Now, back to the answer. Let's take email tracking to the next level, and this goes for abandoned cart emails or form emails. This is a best practice I follow through and through. So right now, when we capture an email, about 50% of the sites capture abandoned cart emails or form emails like this. It's a basic capture. We get user information, their email name, whatever input they put there, and then we'll get some additional information like what page this came from. And sometimes this will pass on the URL string, sometimes it won't. Now, the optimized version of this is not only to capture that data, but we then capture the UTM data, the campaign, ad source, the keyword, term, all of that data, and it's broken up part as it's processed through. And then we also track the G-click ID or the Facebook click ID, or wherever platform we're on, we're capturing that click ID. This is absolutely critical. Then we pass that data on to a tagged user. So let's say you're using Shopify and Klaviyo, we pass on all that data from the abandoned cart URL string, break it apart to readable, digestible piece of information, and then pass that on to Klaviyo for a tagged user. Then once a week or once a month, whatever habit you're in, we report all those sales back into Google Ads. The only thing that you need to have in place to make this work is within Google Ads specifically, make sure that in your settings for your campaign, go to account settings, and the auto tagging is set up. As long as auto tagging is set up, then the rest of this is super easy. Go back to your form and create a hidden field. And in the hidden field, you're going to have UTMs that are broken down. So you're going to have campaign, you're going to have ad group, you're going to have all the UTMs that you deploy. And then you're going to have another hidden field for the click ID. And this will pass on the G-click ID to you. Once those G-click IDs are passed along, we may have somebody who clears their browser, we may have somebody using different devices, but that doesn't matter to us because when they purchase at the end of the week or at the end of the month, we're going to upload all of our purchase data back with G-click ID into Google. Now, all you have to do is look at offline conversion reporting. This is something that has been a mainstay for service businesses. So service businesses like a plumber or a lawyer that gets somebody fills out a form from an ad, and it may have a buying cycle of a week, a month, or a year. But once they purchase, you can then report back to Google that this sale was processed. The only thing you got to look out for is double reporting. So as you're tracking somebody's sales through the system, when you go back and you upload your offline conversions back to Google, you might want to pull anybody that you know has been tracked accurately, and this could just help clean up the data. It's not absolutely imperative, but it's good best practices. And lastly, a tool that you want to deploy in parallel to your current tracking is Google Analytics 4. Google has released Analytics 4 to particularly solve this problem for e-commerce. There's so many other things that it's designed to do, but this is one of its main goals. So by 2022, 2023, we should see e-com stores really relying heavily on Google Analytics 4. I really hope this helped, added some value, gave you some different perspectives to look at email tracking and different tools to roll out. If this did add some value to you, it would mean the world if you could subscribe below. If you have any other questions, please ask. And as always, good luck and happy marketing.